Hi, welcome to Productive C#. In this video, I want to talk about the zip operator in LINQ. I have a console application in Visual Studio 2017. I have a class color with a name and a code to represent the color, constructor, and the toString method. I have a program that actually contains a list of color names and a list of color codes, and then a method getColors that will return a list of color objects that basically takes the pair of elements from the two sequences above. So basically there will be the first color that will be black with code 0, the second color will be red with the code FF0000 and so on. And then actually we print that to the console. If you want to go and do this method, implement this method, taking two enumerables, we will probably write something like this. Basically, you need to take the enumerator of the first collection, the enumerator of the second collection, making sure you actually dispose the two enumerables using statement, and then you use the moveNest method in order to actually move to the two collections and get the current value, and then you actually return a color. Okay, so that's basically probably how you would actually go about implementing this. If I run this method, this code, you will see that actually is printing out the various colors. But since C# 3 has been released with the LINQ implementation, there is another way of doing this method. That's a lot easier, basically using the zip method. You can do that in a single line of code, and you do color names dot zip, and then you pass the other collections. And then what you need is to pass a function that takes two parameters and then return another parameter, another type, that is actually the aggregated type. So the first parameter will be an element from the first collection, so the name. And the second parameter will be the code coming from the second collection. And this will return a new instance of color with a name and a code. That's it. Okay, so obviously I add the system LINQ in order to be able to use this. If I run this code, should still produce the same result. Let me build and run. There we go. You get the same result. Okay, so that's when you have two collections and you want to create a single collection that is the result of some particular operation from each pair of elements coming from the different collection, you want to use zip. You say first collection, zip, second collection, and then a function that will aggregate the two values into a single value. Okay, so when you want to do this, remember that there is zip available for you. Small note to add is that if the number of elements of the two collections is different, the extra elements will be ignored. So for example, I add the BBB, this will be ignored. Okay, and the same if you add the extra elements in the other collection. Okay, if you want to implement that behavior, you probably need to do something manual. But for all the other cases, use zip. Efficient and useful, and you can write a lot more compact code. Thank you very much for watching.